Welcome back to Crystal Clear. I'm Vlogs, and one of the most intense scenes in all of Steven Universe came from Change Your Mind, when White Diamond forcibly removes Steven's gemstone from his body, creating two separate beings. The Steven we know and love, becoming organic Steven, and the gemstone forming into pink Steven. However, everything about the sequence flashed before our own eyes. Although I loved how they took advantage of the Steven-only perspective. Since there were two Stevens, for a moment, there were two perspectives, which Rebecca Sugar storyboarded this entire scene, and you can absolutely see that through Steven's expressions. Anyways, I want to break down this form. What does it mean? Just how powerful are they? These are the questions, and we're going to get answers. Ready, set, go! First off, who is Pink Steven? Pink Steven is the embodiment of Steven's gemstone without necessarily being Steven. His powers, his strength, all of it is within the gem. When Steven and Pink Steven are cleaved from one another, Steven himself as a pure organic is left weakened, pale, and without saying it outright, dying. There's reason to believe that if Steven's organic half was left in this condition, that would have been it. He likely would have died rather quickly. Now, all gems have a personality, their own quirks. In terms of behavior, they're not that far off from human beings. So why is Pink Steven emotionless? Well, it's because Steven as an entity is different from all other gems. As elaborated in Guide to the Crystal Gems, gems as a species are supercomputers. The best way I can describe this, Pink Steven is the operating system, while Steven himself is all the things that makes a PC, well, a personal computer. The shell, all of the applications, shortcuts, the memory cache, the cookies. Essentially, that's organic Steven. With only the operating system left, Pink Steven lacked all personality. Rebecca Sugar revealed on the Steven Universe podcast, this emotionless conduct is why she modeled Pink Steven completely off of Steven's default model sheet. So there are some meta layers to it. This could also be why the gem still retains the previous regenerations of Pink Diamond and Rose Quartz. Even though the operating system is a different version now, there were previous versions on that gemstone. Pink Diamond was Windows XP, while Rose Quartz was Windows Vista. But Steven? He's Windows 10. Side note, let's use this time to discuss why Steven could tap into Pink Diamond's memories. Let's compare it to coding and video games. Now, I know very little about coding, but people always find hidden files and scrapped content that was once in the game. Even if they're not present in the final product we play, those segments can't be removed, lest it break the entire game. This is why people can also data mine demos, figure out what might be in the full version. Removing all of Pink and Rose's memories may have complicated bringing Steven into the world, at least without any hiccups. Pink Steven also seems to behave in a similar fashion to that of a hollow pearl, both devoid of emotion and initially speaking in a monotone voice. However, let's move over to his powers. Now, Pink Steven could be the most powerful, non-fusion gem in existence, and explains as to why all of Steven's fusions are so powerful. For example, Sunstone being able to push back the entire Diamond mech. Assumably, Pink Steven would have all of Steven's abilities unfiltered, more powerful than ever. Lacking Steven's personality, Pink Steven seems to lack any and all restraint. When it came to both Steven and his mother, their emotions subconsciously held them back from doing any serious damage to their opponents. Yet, Pink Steven was powerful enough that a single scream formed a crater around Steven, cracking the steps of White Diamond's stairs and knocking her off balance. Considering we all assumed White Diamond is the most powerful gem in existence, pulling that off effortlessly is not an easy feat. Pink Steven's most notable ability has to be a shield, which, instead of appearing even remotely similar to Rose Quartz's shield, it appears faceted, reminding me of polygons. I have no doubt this is also a consequence to Pink Steven lacking his organic half's personality and emotion. The shield, by extension, has no personality or stylization as a result. So I'm not really convinced that this is what Pink Diamond's shield looked like. White Diamond doesn't seem surprised by the shield, but she also was aware that Pink Diamond masqueraded as Rose Quartz, so she would be aware that Steven possesses a shield regardless. This shield is no joke. Pink Steven manages to reflect and nullify White Diamond's attacks, not even being fazed by White and her 6 pawns attacking all at once, completely knocking them all on their feet. from redirecting the force of it all. This actually seems like a perk to being liberated from the organic half. Without having to worry about exhaustion, Pink Steven can just throw up shields like it's nothing, as if he has an infinite source of energy. Pink Steven seems to have the native instinct of reforming with his organic half, only verbally communicating once, and emoting once he's in the arms of his organic half. So this also puts into question if Pink Steven can survive without his other half. Would he also perish after a certain amount of time? Because it would be awkward if when Steven croaks, this Steven just forms and just is like, hey guys, what's up? I would wager that Pink Steven does need his other half, and that when Steven eventually passes away, that'll be the end of his legacy, of Pink Diamond's legacy, and Rose Quartz's legacy. Unless he has children, that's all she wrote. Or all he wrote? Gem pronouns! All of this may allude to Pink Diamond being the most powerful diamond, if her or Steven just let go of their emotional restraint. But wrapping that all up, I'm sure the question in everyone's mind is, will we see him again? Now, this is hard to say. I'm not sure the circumstances would ever align for such a thing to happen. You know, Steven's gem being removed from his body. Perhaps the next antagonist will know, hey, those gemstones are their weaknesses. Just plop it out, and he's toast. However, Pink Steven mainly seemed to serve the purpose of telling us as an audience Steven is not his mom. He's just himself. So I'm not sure there would ever be a reason to bring Pink Steven back. He definitely feels like a one and done. But on that note, perhaps Steven can work his way into tapping into this raw energy in the future. Because we need to make one thing clear. Pink Steven is not a last-ditch transformation. It's a consequence to cleaving one entity into two beings that should never be separated. It kind of reminds me of Naruto and Kurama. And just like how Naruto was able to harness Kurama's energy and get some pretty awesome transformations out of it, I think Steven may be able to do the same with his true gem half. But at the same time, would he even want to? Steven's a pacifist, so I don't know if he would ever want to use that energy. I wouldn't be surprised if Pink Steven's potential terrifies Steven. But what do you guys think? How do you feel about Pink Steven, and do you want to see him again? Let us know in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts at RoundtableVids. And for my own hot takes, you can find me at ArtByArtWithKoda. We're also on Instagram. Special thanks to Art with Koda for creating an awesome thumbnail. For more of his wonderful art, you can find him on Tumblr and Instagram at Art with Koda, and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Link down below in the description. Help the Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of the channel or supporting us on Patreon. Get access to exclusive perks. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like and subscribe to the Roundtable so you never miss any of our Steven content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. ArtByArtWithKoda, out.